Peace. This is Baba Kilindi reaching out to everybody, saying greetings. Here speaking about the upcoming October 13th, 14th, and 15th in Cleveland, Ohio, the Women in Entheogens Conference. It's going to be a monumental conference. It's going to deal with subjects that are off the beating path, even in the entheogenic community. There'll be several remarkable women speaking about entheogens, psychedelics, hallucinogens, dealing with women mysteries, and also during pregnancy, birth, and delivery, breastfeeding, and things like that. And they'll be talking about cannabis and datura and other entheogenic compounds that are mostly looked at through the eyes of the male. And this is going to be unique. It's all women, and we'd love for everybody to come out to support this conference. It's in honor and continuation of the work of dear mushroom goddess Kai Wingo, and we want the Cleveland crew to come out, the Detroit crew to come out, and the rest of the world to come out and be a part of this monumental conference that's coming up next month. You can go to Detroit Psychedelics, that's psychedelics with the S on the end.com. That's the website. You go to the website, you hit the Women Entheogens Conference drop down. It'll give you the lineup and information. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. We made it affordable for the community to be able to come and get world-class information at a price that is affordable. It's not like one of the conferences in Europe or things like that where it's $300-$400. It's very affordable. So we'd like for you all to come out and support this year's conference. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have workshops, panels speaking on women and entheogens and things like that. We'll have the usual suspects and new people coming out and sharing their entheogenic information. And that's really what it's about. It's the only game in town. The only thing that's really changing people very quickly. We have to understand that the things we've been doing for the last umpteen years, it's not working. You're not going to convince these people. You have to power up. You have to move forward. You have to get in and access to original ancient information and knowledge that comes from journeying in a place that is real. And that's really what's going on. We're trying to have everybody to come in. We have a limited amount of space. We can't take 1,000 people, so everybody don't try to jump in at the last minute at once. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support. I'm just one of the people who is helping to sponsor the Women in Entheogens Conference 2017. I won't be speaking. I'll be there. All the speakers are women. Men are invited. Bring your wives, daughters. They'll be talking about dealing with entheogens and legitimate, true rites of passage, not just reciting some some poems and things like that, but true access into ultra exotic realms where it makes a real difference and an impact in a person's life that can change them. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support. Come on out, 2017, Women in Entheogens. Go to Detroit psychedelics.com. Hit the Women in Entheogens drop down. It'll give you the lineup and schedule. Eventbrite. It's 2017 Women in Entheogens Conference. Go to Eventbrite, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you there and serving you. There'll be vendors dealing with books and jewelry and other things. So thank you. I'll be talking with you soon. I'll be having and back on my blog talk radio program, Entheogenic Explorer, next Thursday. So be looking out for that. So come on out to the program. We'll be talking about the Yiming Zoo crystals. We'll be talking about the transdimensional quartz crystals. And there's been a lot of buzz in the last few days on glowing crystals that will make possible a quantum internet. Also, the memory holding capabilities of quartz crystal. All of the things that I've been saying for years and delivering to the grassroots community for utilization and perusal, they're starting to talk about now. So, I know that the information I bring is ahead of the curve and is a little too much for most people, not for you all, not for the folks who have been supportive and things like that. But it's a little too much for some folks. Some folks don't believe until somebody else comes back a decade later and says the exact same thing that I'm saying, and then everybody believes and everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. And I'm not saying that because I'm some special muck-de-muck or something like that. I'm your brother. I'm here to share what I have. I learn every day. I haven't reached the pinnacle of everything like most folks try to make people seem that that's what they are and who they are and what has happened. I learn still every day. But the information that I share is off the beaten path. It is information many times that is only passed around in elite circles and places the average person that they don't go to. So I go out and go into these places and bring back and then just share it with everybody. The high dose, I've been doing that for years and years and years. People are starting to eventually and ultimately listen to some of the things I've been saying for a long time. So, hey, get in, come on out. We'll be doing the mapping and information for the crystals and things like that. We'll be having a separate talk for the people that have their crystals and things like that and are ready to start traveling with their crystals once they get up to speed, because it's not a one-shot deal. It's not a one-time deal. You have to practice. You have to get in. So people who have their crystals, don't just jump in and think you're going to make it to the map. You need the directions. So I'll be coming out with the directions real soon once we get all of the last people up to speed, because I'm not going to do it piecemeal and individually. I'm going to do it on a webinar where only the people that have the crystals in the Yiming Zoo can come in and they can pose questions, and I can give out the directions for people to move to the village. And, we'll be doing that, and we'll come back again and chart people's progress, who made it, continue to talk and things like that. So, again, 2017 Women in Entheogens Conference, October 13th, 14th, and 15th in Cleveland, Ohio. It will be monumental. If you miss this, you're going to miss something, because it's not the average. We built the pyramids, we were the first this and that and all that kind of stuff. It's all that's fine, well and good. You learn that. You should learn that as a child and then move on. If you don't learn it as a child, you should learn it whenever you can and move on to what did these ancient people do to do what they were doing. So thank you very much. Baba Kilindi signing off. I'll see you all again soon. I'll see you Thursday on the Blog Talk Radio program, Entheogenic Explorer. And we're gearing up, pumping up for the Women in Entheogens Conference and talks and things like that. Thank you very much. Peace.